Heave ho, Thomas. Choo-choo, said Thomas. Thomas is a very busy and happy engine. As he puffing across the outward, when he toots to other engines and to children along the way, even when Thomas is pulling heavy loads. One morning, Thomas puffing to Brenham Docks. The top hat was waiting. You are all here to welcome the new engine. His name is Hank. I heard he's very special. I heard he's very strong, said Percy. Hank puffed into the docks. Hank was very special. She had some red wheels and a bright red cow catcher. And she was very tall. The engines had never seen an engine like Hank before. Hank looks the strongest a giant. I'm sure he isn't stronger than a Sodo engine. Now, Thomas, I have 3 jobs for you. First, you must take new machines from the docks to the factory. Then you are to pick up stone from the quarry and deliver it to the shunting yard. And lastly, you must pick up an old tractor from Farmer McColl's and take it to the repair yard. Yes, sir, said Thomas, and you must take Hank with you. Hank must see the important sights of Sodo. Be back by tea time for Hank's welcome party at Nafford. So Thomas buffered up to the machine cars. Hank chuffed alongside. Hello. Howdy, Thomas. Now you look like the finest little engines I ever seen. Thomas didn't like being called little. I'm a tank engine. Thomas thought Hank was being cheeky. Those freight cars are way too heavy for you. Let me take them for you. Hank was meant to be helpful, but it made Thomas cross. No, thank you. I'm strong enough to pull much heavier loads than this. I'll be happy to help, said Hank. But Thomas was already puffing out of the docks. As a signal, no, Thomas didn't take the trucks to the factory. He puffed straight to the quarry. Thomas felt that I may not be great and I may not be long, but I'll show Hank I'm stronger. That's why he puffed to himself. Thomas and Hank puff into the quarry.
Now I'm going to pick up the stone.
Oh, Hank was surprised. Held the hover there, Thomas. Let's big old Hank take these cars for you. No, thank you. Tank engines can pull very heavy loads. So Thomas heaved and puffed out of the quarry. Thomas wheezed and wheezed, and so Hank cleaned and helped by his side. Children waved from bridges. Hello, Thomas. Howdy. Good to see you. Hey, Thomas, aren't you gonna whistle hello? But Thomas hadn't the puff to whistle hello. Hank has plenty of puff. This made Thomas even crosser. Thomas pulled up to the hole. He was nearly out of puff. Hello, Farmer McCall. This is Hank. He's the new engine on Sodo. Howdy, Farmer McCall. That's a mighty fine tractor you have there. Say, Thomas, you look all out of puffing. I'll take it for you. No, thank you. And the tractor was coupled to the end of Thomas's freight cars. Thomas puffed and he puffed, and his wheels spun and spun. Come on, Thomas, the train's too heavy for you. Take your pressure off your pistons, couple me up. But Thomas was determined to pull the train on his own. We must not be late for your party. Wheel turn by wheel turn, Thomas puffed out. Thomas and Hank arrived at Maryland Station. Visitors waved at Thomas, since Thomas wanted to whistle back, but he haven't have any spares me. Hey everybody, Thomas is a little overloaded by now. I'll whistle for you. Choo-choo Hank has lots of steam, and Hank blew the longest and loudest whistle.
Then there was
trouble.
Thomas
has cracked his cylinder. The train's much too heavy. Oh no! Now my deliveries won't be late, and you won't be back in time for your welcome party. And I'm not a really useful engine, but really a strong one," said Thomas. Chucks Thomas, I'm so sorry.
That's too bad.
That's too bad. That's too bad. I wanted to show you that's what it was in the fine little steam engine. I want to show you I'm really sorry. So I didn't want to ask for your help. But I do now. Please, Hank.
I'll be
happy to help you.
The orders, I'll do
Will you do the orders? I'll do the pushing.
Hank and
Thomas dropped off from McCall's tractor.
Workmen were very sorry to
see as Thomas has broken down. Next, Hank and Thomas puffed into the shunting yard. The yard manager was waiting. The cars were uncoupled. I hope you'll be back on track any time soon, Thomas. Finally, Thomas and Hank delivered the machinery to the car. Thank you, Thomas. Hank pushed Thomas back to Nafford Station. He arrived just in time for the party. Thank you, Hank. Now all Soda knows you're the strong engine you are. Choo-choo to Henry, Gordon, then James. Thank you. You can drink cheers. So Choo-choo to Edward, Emily, and young Baron, and Hero and young Wilson. Thomas was a smile. Hank was very special. He's a very special new friend.